Welcome to part 15 of the Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough. And who do I have with me this part?
Gabe Newell.
Yeah, that joke's getting old.
No, it's not.
No.
From Gabe Newell.
Makes perfect sense. Well, while we're on that note, where's episode 3?
I ate it.
Wow, that's actually a logical explanation. Actually, just while I remember it, throughout this entire Pokemon Mansion thing, there is actual, diaries that mention the creation of Mewtwo, the most powerful Pokemon in the game. Which I thought was a cool thing, if only for the fact that it added story
Gabe Newell made it.
Pokemon.
Gabe Newell did it.
Makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you're actually playing the game or what?
No, this is... The screen share is literally post-recorded. Post-record... My grandma...
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Oh, you're screen sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, wow, did you not... Oh, for the love of God, Elliot.
You know, I don't listen.
Good job.
You call my joke old for using Gabe Newell, and you've named your character 9001.
Well, wait until you see our entire party's names. I called it Pikachu and then...
S-job.
SSOBJ.
Okay, Ryan, Potato, High Top.
I just named them up. I just tried to cram as many guests into this entire commentary series so I'd have enough names to use for the entire party.
Wow. You can go through this menu really fast.
It's not that hard. I've played Pokemon for God knows how long.
I know, I played like one Pokemon game and it was Pearl.
Oh. Don't mention the 4th generation.
When I was a kid, that was the shit though for me.
When I was a kid, this game was the shit.
I was never really an RPG kid anyway.
Well, you were saying that I can scroll through these menus really quickly. Well, I'm pretty sure if I watched you play Oblivion or something like that, you'd be scrolling through those menus like crazy.
Good point, actually. Because, you know, Oblivion is the superior version of Skyrim. And no one
Skyrim is Oblivion 1.5.
Pretty much.
It's not even Oblivion 2, it's just Oblivion 1.5. It's not a full version.
Because here's what happened with Skyrim. So, they never, I don't think they ever advertised Oblivion that much, but then Skyrim rolls around, and we got all this big thing around 3D, this sort of genre now, this sort of open world genre, so like, okay, we're going to advertise the shit out of it now. So yeah, the first time they actually probably advertised it. And everyone hears about it, and everyone's like, holy shit, this is the new Elder Scrolls game, even though half the people who talk about it don't even know what Elder Scrolls was or is, and...
They still don't know what it is?
They still don't know what it is. I've seen the Elder Scrolls, the original ones. They're actually pretty cool.
Are they like the original Fallouts?
Yeah, they're more like that. Oh, not entirely. They're still 3D.
Oh god! Did you see what that just said? It said Mew gave birth.
What the hell?
You're not supposed to acknowledge, birth in a Pokemon game? That just doesn't seem right.
Yeah. That guy's Gabe Newell. But,
actually, he's a thief and he's broken into this place to try and steal things.
He's Gabe Newell. Anyway, no. He looks like Gabe Newell, though.
Oh god, his sprite does look like Gabe Newell.
Like a younger Gabe Newell.
Oh, god damn. Why do we drag Gabe Newell into every commentary we do?
It just seems appropriate. But yeah, they advertise the shit out of Skyrim. And so, yeah, it rolls around and everyone plays it and shit. No one even notices that it's almost exactly the same as Oblivion. Because they're too busy. they're too busy, to actually check out the other games playing Skyrim. I don't know, I've always been an Oblivion guy. When I play Skyrim, I just thought, I don't know, yeah, it's got new stuff, but...
Yeah. Oh look, 10 seconds into the game, look, there's a dragon. Well, that didn't take very long.
Yeah, sometimes I like my games, to be a little smaller, like not too big. They can be pretty big, but they can be...
They built up as one of the big things. Also, by the way, I'm lost in this mansion right now. So, yeah.
I can tell you seem to be wandering around.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like, well, where the fuck do I go now? Anyway, like, 10 seconds into Oblivion, it's this giant dragon, and a big point of the game is to get fucking revenge on that bitch.
You mean Skyrim?
Yeah, it's Skyrim, yeah.
Oh, Oblivion, like, the Emperor gets, like, stabbed in the back, and the thing that sucks about when the Emperor gets killed is you can't move. It just freezes you. I'm like, damn it, I want to stab that guy. And it just doesn't let you, and it's so saddening. How do you... Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, Skyrim, one of the big things they were talking about was that you can fight dragons and shit, and manly.
You know, my friends thought the Dragonborn was actually from Skyrim. It's not. They actually thought that they made it wrong, like, it was made up in Skyrim. No, Dragon Ball was a whole fantasy thing way before that. Dungeons and Dragons had that shit nailed down a while ago.
Yeah.
And even before then, I'm pretty sure it was... I don't know when it was actually created, like, the idea of a Dragon Ball.
As I was saying, like, they built it up and they were talking about it as this big part of the... Also, by the way, I did try to use the bike indoors.
Yeah. He instantly knows. He just teleports. It's like... We were talking yesterday that, because we bought a Canon camera for our filming, and the one we usually use, which is Charlie's, is a Nikon. Okay. And we just had this thing where Charlie just appears, as soon as you buy the Canon, he just appears next to you and, like, he's just angry at you. Because you bought a Canon and not a Nikon, because he's got this thing with Nikon, apparently. And we talked about how I should just get a different, I should get a further different company's camera just to make him even more annoyed.
Just get whatever Microsoft's brand of it is, because Microsoft has something for everything.
A camera, though. No, we need like a Microsoft DLSRs. Yes, Microsoft sells plenty of DLSRs.
I don't see what. Are you being sarcastic? I wouldn't put it past them.
Yes, I would put it past them. Microsoft is not a camera company.
Elliot, give it time. Also, just one thing I'd like to point out. That bastard got me from off the screen. He wasn't even on... Like, I couldn't see him, and he still got me somehow. Good game design? What's that?
It's something that the game developers think of when they're designing a game.
And, you know, there's cheap shots like that. And while we're talking about...
Well, how exactly did it affect you, though? It's not like he, like, stabbed you in the stomach and took all your Pokemon or something.
Which I'm surprised Team Rocket never do.
Yeah, they could just, you know, go up to him and, like, shank him and with something remotely sharp and then take all his Pokemon.
One of the items that I just saw in my bag was the Quick Claw. It's literally just a tooth of some sort of, like, angry animal. Like, it looks like it came from, like, a saber-toothed tiger. Why not just take that and lodge it into somebody's skull?
Because in Pokemon Land, you know, everyone's happy and shit.
You obviously weren't here for the Lavender Town part.
Wasn't there some, like, I remember the creepypasta around that. It was like some kid's Pokemon died. There were actually a few. There was the one about music in it.
Yeah, there was
There was the one about
There's
the
music making people commit suicide. There's one about Lavender Town Syndrome, which is weird because it actually has nothing to do with Lavender Town. There's a creepypasta about the zombie that would have been the final boss of... Well, like, it's a creepypasta, but it's basically this person got a hacked version of Pokemon Red or Yellow or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the boss for Lavender Town, Lavender Tower,
Yeah.
was like a zombie, and when he lost to it, it said game over, and it had like a picture of the zombie eating the main character. And it's one of the more boring creepypastas.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that interesting, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there's one of, like, he discovers there's a certain square in the tall grass, and, like, when he discovers that square, it's tells you shit and makes you kill yourself, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. That's the Lavender Town syndrome. So yeah, in this gym, the gimmick is that it has these little quiz things that you can walk up to, and you can either say yes, this is a fact, or no, it's not. By this point in the game, you should be able to get all of these right, 100% of them. If you get any of them wrong, then you're an idiot, and people should make fun of you. But really, the whole point for the questions to be here is that so that you can skip the trainers in the gym, which is a horrible idea. So I suggest you just walk up and, well, beat the crap out of them anyway. Hey, look, Gabe Newell's back.
Oh shit, that sprite must be reused or something. It'd be funny if I want to mod this game now, just so every sprite is that sprite, like, or even your character.
A world of Gabe Newells. No,
everyone but you. Yeah, everyone but you is Gabe Newell.
Yeah, and like slowly over time, your sprite just slowly molds and changes into the Gabe Newell one.
Oh no, everyone starts at normal, but then eventually, like halfway through the game, everyone starts to pixelate, and getting closer to the end, like, with every like badge you get the characters start to get more pixelated, and eventually, when you're near finished, they'll be Gabe Newell, like, and when you get to where you're getting the last badge, they'll all be Gabe Newell, every single one of them. Now that you can make a creepypasta out of.
Oh. Well, that's definitely an original idea for a creepypasta. Everybody turns into Gabe Newell.
Except they're all ravenous and they all try to eat you.
Oh, well, that's not very funny.
Yes, it is. It's hilarious. Even your Pokemon turn into Gabe Newell. They all their names. Eventually, by the last battle, all of their names will be Gabe Newell.
And their move lists only have the names like Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, and Counter-Strike and TF2.
So every piece of text will eventually just turn into Gabe Newell. Eventually, you'll see it like pop up in some like sentences halfway through the game. You'll see it pop up more and more, just randomly in sentences. But then eventually, every word they say will be Gabe Newell.
When you try to put
and
it
see,
in
when,
the
and see
name.
when this guy was talking right now, he should be saying Gabe Newell, Gabe Newell, Gabe Newell, Gabe Newell, Gabe Newell. You better have burn heal.
Like when you try to start out the game, when you try to put in your name, it'll let you hit enter, and it goes, that's a shit name, and just gives you Gabe Newell automatically.
Wrong name.
There's a puzzle at the beginning of the game that involves putting your name in.
I love when you get to that point where you just hit people and they just die. The end.
I wish I'm the same level as his Pokemon though, and I'm still one-shotting them. Well, that's probably because it's a water type and he's the fire gym leader, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And seriously, if you don't have some water type at this point in the game that can annihilate all of his Pokemon in one shot, you're doing something wrong. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't one-shot it. Oh, well, I did confuse it. I guess that's something.
You slightly confused it. I have the sudden urge to hit myself.
I just realised Ponyta's a unicorn. Actually, has a horn on its head. I've never noticed that about the sprite.
Toilet Spickle.
Oh god. I knew it was coming eventually.
Twitterlight Spickle.
Anyway, one thing I'd like to point out about this Pokemon I'm fighting now, Arcanine, is its description. You know how it has like Caterpie, the worm Pokemon, or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arcanine says Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon.
Would.
So technically, Arcanine's the only legendary. Interesting. Except not really.
What's that symbol for the money? Like,
I believe it's their actual currency is called Poke.
Mm.
Which if it is, that's incredibly weird.
Yeah, but it looks like a mix between like a dollar sign and like a pound sign.
I always thought it was pounds back when I was
Yeah,
little.
I always look at it as pounds, like rather than because it looks more or like a euro or something like that. Some
Yeah.
looks more like that sort of symbol. Oh, there's the yen. There is the Japanese yen symbol. It could be a mix between. It looks kind of like a mix between a couple of those things.
So basically, they were just bipolar and couldn't decide which one they wanted. We're going to be American. No, we're going to be Japanese. Which is actually funny because there's a part in this what do you call it? The Pokemon Mansion that we just went through, where you can read one of the diaries and it says a new Pokemon was discovered in South America. No, you can't do that. You can't mention real places in Pokemon. No, you're not allowed.
Woot.
Also, I'm pretty sure when this guy asks you, do you want to go with me to one island? If you say no, he'll say, oh, come on, and it'll give you the option again, and you have to say yes.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
It's like he's raping me.
Oh god. Also, this is the most originally named island ever. Want to know what it's called?
What?
One.
Is that it?
Not even kidding, it's called One Island.
Well, yeah, one island. Well, so they might as well call it island number 1.
No, because there's 2 island, 3 island, 4 island, and 5 island.
God.
Originality! Yay!
The original naming department were dead.
Was
They were
drunk
cut,
that day.
They were just cut for budget purposes.
Like Gabe Newell.
There's gonna be something like that. There's gonna be a department that names stuff.
Well, I know there's the department at Nintendo that names the Pokemon, but...
Well, yeah, there you go.
I'd just like to point out, he just casually handed me a meteorite. He's like, by the way, take this priceless meteorite and deliver it to someone. I'm not going to tell you what they look like or who they are, just deliver it to them.
You know how actually, like, in real life, you know how rare actual moon rocks are now? Because we haven't been to the moon in a while, and, you know, a lot of them have just been lost or stolen.
Anyway, this entire part of the game, like, you have to do this set of side quests before you can go to the final, what do you call it? The Elite Four.
Actually, let me tell you an interesting story about moon rocks. A couple stole some moon rocks from a research center, and they what they did with them was they threw them onto their bed and they had sex on them.
That wasn't funny at all. You lied.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was just wanted to say that.
That was messed up. I'll see you next time, guys, for more moon rock sex. Never thought I'd have to say that in my life.